we've got another package. So I know you're probably pretty confused. This is an Apple channel. Well, I've shown Android devices just a couple of times, but this is mainly an Apple-centered channel. And I don't very regularly make content about Android devices, and I don't really use them that often either, I'll be honest. But back in 2020, I know it's been a long time, 4.5 years ago for the event that I'm referring to, I found a Google Pixel 3a in a Target bin. It had a shattered screen and was a little bit beat up. It was running Android 10 at the time, but I actually really liked it. It's actually one of the reasons that I ended up getting my Pixel 6 that I owned over the last summer. I just loved everything about the phone. I don't know how to explain it. It just felt like a fluid and solid device, even though it was a budget-friendly version of that year's Google Pixel. Ever since, I've been looking into getting another one, but didn't really want to fork out a bunch of money, especially if I wasn't going to be getting one in very good shape. Until recently, a friend of mine on TikTok got their hands on a sealed 64 gigabyte factory unlocked Google Pixel 3a. I'm gonna be honest, the main reason I bought it was just because of how good the price was. I wasn't specifically looking for a Google Pixel 3a at the time, but for a literally brand new, and from what I've heard from the friend that referred me to this, is new old stock running Android 9, I just really couldn't pass it up at all. I had to get my hands on one. And that also solves my problem of wanting another Pixel 3a. I actually did make a video about when I found it. Also found a 128 gigabyte jet black iPhone 7. This actually sits on the shelf. I apologize for how dusty that was, but I still have this. Not much has changed since I got it, except the software was updated. I would leave a link to this video, but it has since been privated along with a lot of my older videos. If you're a longtime viewer, you might remember some of these, but I have taken them all down as it is not a representation of what my channel currently is. And finally, my last little piece of reasoning for actually purchasing this Google Pixel 3a, there were a couple of reasons that went into this, I will be honest, is because 2 days ago, as of today, on March 31st, I reached a childhood goal of mine, which was to reach 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I started making these videos on June 3rd, 2020, which was, I think, 1,763 days ago. But I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everybody that supported me over the past couple of years. Even if you're a new viewer, thank you so much for watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. When I was younger, all I dreamt of was making my YouTube channel into my career. And today, that is essentially what I have done. I really don't know what else to say other than thank you. Let's get on to this unboxing. I've been waiting too long. Now, I already cut this tape earlier as I was gonna open it off camera, but then decided I need to make a video about this. Now, go ahead and open up this ominous white box and reveal the Google Pixel 3a. Actually, a surprisingly big box compared to what I expected. There's an iPhone 13 for reference, nice and heavy. And you can see the factory seals are still intact. This one's a little bit torn, but that's totally fine. The other one's still perfect. This is packaged very nicely. Huge shout out to the Mercari seller. And actually, for the first time, I'm unboxing something on here that was bought online and not from eBay. Kind of surprising. Now, for now, I will be gatekeeping the seller. I'll reveal it to some people that I'm actually kind of close with, but I'm not going to give out the seller to everybody, as I have a couple of friends that I know would appreciate to have one of these. But now that we have the Google Pixel 3a pulled out of the wrapping that it was shipped in, very clean box. It looks like it sat on a shelf for the entire time since it was boxed up in early 2019. But anyways, without further ado, it's time to go ahead and get this Pixel 3a open. First, I'm going to pull on the pull tab that is already slightly ripped. Now I'll go ahead and pull the second. And now we can go ahead and lift up the lid to reveal the Pixel 3a that's been sitting for almost 6 years. It's kind of incredible to think that this came out that long ago. I still remember seeing commercials for this like it was yesterday. Now I'll finally go ahead and lift the Pixel 3a out of the box and put it over to the side so we can check out what's inside of here first. We've got a style similar to like an iPhone 6 box with a little cutout and tray for the phone at the very top. Below it, we have a little Google paperwork pamphlet with a SIM ejector, a Google sticker, and some sort of safety info. Kind of similar to what Apple gives you, even with the Google sticker. Instead of here, we have a completely brand-free, and I cannot for the life of me seem to find the wattage on this thing, but nevertheless, looks pretty good. Next up, we have a nice, very Apple feeling silicone Type-C to Type-C. And here we have a little tool that Google includes to allow you to easily transfer your data from your old phone to your new one. You'd plug it in with a micro SD to USB cable, and it would allow you to transfer everything over. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and pack the rest of this stuff back up and we can get onto the phone. Now that that's out of the way, it's time to actually go ahead and get this Google Pixel 3a unwrapped for the first time. Go ahead and pull the tab, and that screen is still covered with an additional piece of plastic. And before I go ahead and do the nice peel, I'm gonna go ahead and switch to a phone that allows me to hook up a pair of earbuds with a microphone so that you guys can actually hear this. So yeah, that might have been a little bit excessively slow. I'm sorry about that, but it was pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to use a microphone to do something like that for a while, but just never got around to it. Anyways, we're gonna see if by some stroke of luck, this thing will show any power before being connected to a charger, but after 6 years, I highly doubt it. Yet, looks like we've got nothing. Go ahead and plug it in. We got the charging symbol, and now it's time to just let the phone sit for a little while. I'll get back to you guys when this phone has at least a little bit of charge for us to test it out and set it up. So I spoke too soon, and the phone has decided to turn on its own as soon as it had enough power in the battery. Now, I will not be surprised if it's extremely slow if I try to set it up right now, so I may need to let it sit for a few minutes. Here we are on the setup screen of something that definitely doesn't look familiar to what you're used to with Pixels running newer Android versions. Go ahead and click on start. Now I'm actually gonna go ahead and let the phone sit and charge for about 10 minutes before I try to do this, as I would not be surprised if the phone was extremely laggy and or overheated or restarted or something. So just to play things safe, it's a 6-year-old battery that has never been charged, so I'm just gonna let it sit for a few minutes.
A few minutes later.
All right, I believe it's been long enough now. Let's see if we can go ahead and get this Pixel 3a set up. We'll go ahead and skip connecting to a mobile network for now, but I will go ahead and connect to Wi-Fi. We'll go ahead and skip transferring stuff from a different phone, and I'm gonna sign into my Google account. After I finish this setup, I just want to go ahead and get this done with and see how the phone runs. I accept. I'll set up the Pixel imprint later, and yet again, I'm going to skip all the security stuff. And here we are at a freshly set up Google Pixel 3a in 2025. Go to settings, scroll down, and go to about phone. And as you can see, this is a Google Pixel 3a still running Android 9 Pie. I forgot about these old Easter eggs. Anyways, now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is spend the rest of tonight messing around with this phone and getting used to using it almost as a secondary device for a little bit, set it up how I like it, and then I'm gonna get back to you guys and show you how I've got it configured.
The next day.
It's now the next day. Last night, when I went ahead and started using this Pixel 3a a little bit, getting used to using it, installed some apps that I'd be frequently using, of course, such as TikTok, Instagram, Reddit, or YouTube Studio, eBay, just a few for example. Anyways, as I started to use the phone, of course, it ran like butter. Android 9 on a phone that shipped with Android 9, especially a flagship level budget smartphone for the time, if that term really made any sense. But there were just a lot of features that I noticed pretty much immediately that I was seriously lacking. And what I really wanted was an experience very similar to the experience I had with my last Google Pixel 3a, which was back in 2020. But it just didn't feel the same, and that's because Android 10 has quite a few features such as dark mode, new navigation controls, better notification management, just to name a few that I was really missing on Android 9. And I know a Google Pixel 3a, brand new in literally mint condition, just pulled out of the box, running Android 9, especially with the security patch level of March of 2019, which is absolutely wild. This is very literally new old stock from the day the phone launched. I know it's very rare and it's very hard to come by in the wild, unless you manage to find a sealed one, of course. But I have decided that, unfortunately, I will be updating this Google Pixel 3a, but before you jump ahead of yourself, not to Android 12, to Android 10. See, this Google Pixel 3a is 100% carrier unlocked, of course, as it was straight from the factory, which means that I can unlock the bootloader and install either a custom version of Android or a newer or even older version of Android that I wanted. As I do want to keep the Pixel stock, I'm just going to be installing the latest security update of Android 10, which released in August of 2020. Pretty good update from March 2019. Now, for those wondering, I can revert this back and make it look like nothing ever happened if I do change my mind. But as I do plan to actually use this phone and possibly even put my SIM card in it for a week, I think that'd be interesting. I do want to go ahead and update it to something that'd be a little bit more easy for me to get used to using. The first step in doing this is going ahead and enabling developer mode, which I've already done by tapping on the build number, go to System, Developer Options, and we need to go ahead and enable OEM unlocking. Let me enter my PIN. Enable, along with USB debugging. Now it's time to bust out my MacBook. Now the first thing we need to do once on my MacBook is go ahead and download the image for the version of Android that I want, but good thing is I've already done this. I have it right here on my desktop. I do need to go ahead and extract it, so I'll just double click, go ahead and change my directory into this folder. And now the next step is to go ahead and put the Pixel 3a into fast boot mode. I'll first go ahead and power the device down and hold the volume down keys and the power keys simultaneously. Now that we're here, I can go ahead and connect the Pixel 3a to my MacBook. Go ahead and allow the accessory to connect. And because right now my bootloader is currently locked, I need to go ahead and unlock it. Enabling OEM unlocking just allows me to unlock it from here. Now on the Pixel 3a, we'll go ahead and click the volume up button and press the power button to confirm. Here we are back at fast boot with the device state as unlocked. Now that we have the bootloader unlocked, it's as simple as running this simple script inside of the folder that we extracted earlier, flash-all.sh. Go ahead and run this command. And as you can see, the Pixel 3a screen has gone dark, rebooted into fast boot. And now is the part where it's extracting the actual file system onto the device. And now at this point, we just wait until the Pixel 3a is done restoring. As you can see, the Google Pixel 3a is now done flashing with a fresh copy of Android 10 with the latest security patch from August of 2020. Now we're done with the MacBook. Let me get this out of here. And now that I've got the Pixel 3a updated to a version that's going to be a little bit easier for me to actually use the way that I want it to, I'm going to go ahead and get it set up how I like off camera, and I'll get back to you guys when I have it how I like it.
80 minutes later.
So about an hour and a half later, here we are. This would have gone a lot quicker if I hadn't completely finished setting it up how I liked it and then gone ahead and relocked the bootloader, completely forgetting that it's going to completely wipe the phone. I don't know how I didn't think of that. Anyways, I did the whole setup twice, and this is the final result. It's really basic, almost too basic for even myself, but I do plan to use this as my main phone for a little while, as I do want to make a video about that, see what it's like. And to be honest, I'm starting to get bored of my 16 Pro Max. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it really is true. It's a nice phone and all, but it's really big, and sometimes I do want something a little bit smaller, and Android is kind of nice. The phone is now running Android 10, meaning I do have the gesture-based controls that I really wanted. As previously, I always had to tap the button at the bottom to go home. Now I can just swipe like I'm used to. Also, the dark mode is an absolute savior. I just really couldn't live with the light mode. I don't want to go further than Android 10, as I do want the phone to run pretty smooth. And to be honest, I haven't used an old version of Android in a while, and I'd like to try it out again. Stay tuned for a video relatively soon, probably 2 or 3 weeks or so, where I will be using this phone for at least a week as my main device, with my SIM card in it, of course. And damn, I've had it for a day and I've already scratched it. Good thing I already ordered a case and screen protector. I'm not letting this thing get messed up. But if you're interested in that video, stay tuned, it will be out. Anyways, this pretty much concludes the Pixel 3a unboxing. It was really interesting seeing a brand new Google Pixel 3a, a phone released over 6 years ago now, in 2025, especially running the version it came on, so it really did feel like it was pulled straight out of 2019. It was really interesting. It reminds me of when I unboxed this sealed iPhone 6 Plus about 2 years ago that I bought for a ridiculous $160, whereas this cost me a mere $62. That is including tax and shipping. And this was purchased, yet again, off of Merc. I will be gatekeeping the seller for now. I'm reserving it for some close friends of mine who I know will probably appreciate this. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. I really did enjoy making it, as I really haven't messed around with an Android since I got my Google Pixel 6 back over last summer. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I'm not actually going to go ahead and plug what percentage of my subscribers are subscribed right now. What I am going to do is thank you guys yet again for 10,000 subscribers. This is a childhood goal that I had when I started this channel almost 5 years ago, and I really never thought I'd ever get here, so I kind of switched my mindset to trying to get 1,000. Here we are almost 5 years later, and I've reached 10,000. I honestly still can't believe it. Thank you guys so much for this. I really can't even express how much this means to me. And I cannot forget about member shout outs. Huge shout out to these 4 members right here. I'll leave a link in the description to all 4 of their channels. And yes, for those who still don't know, I do have channel memberships. If you're interested in joining, there should be a button if you're on the YouTube website on a desktop, and there's also a link down in the description. Anyways, I can't wait to get started using this Pixel 3a some more when I get the case and screen protector I ordered. So comment, like, and subscribe, and as always, peace out, guys.